Mr. Kraft, earlier this season,
RKK.
I got a chance to spend some time with you earlier this season, and you seemed like you were really at a happy place. You seemed like not a lot of stress. Where did that come from?
Well, I guess, the first thing is I'm blessed with a great family, great kids and grandkids, and great-grandchild, but I found a new wife. I was really messed up for quite a while. I lost my beloved Myra, and I'm lucky to have found Dana, who has come into my life and made a big difference and helped me. And I'm also lucky in that I always dreamt when I would sit with my 4 boys and be in the stands and see the Patriots the way they were. And I dreamt about owning the team. And I thought, I have a greater chance of being a starting quarterback in the NFL. There are 32 than owning a team in my hometown. But we persevered, and after 10, 12 years, we're able to do it. And then my motivation and drive was what we could do to create a winning organization. Do you guys know how many home playoff games we had the 34 years I was a fan before we bought the team?
0, 1?
1. We lost to the Houston Oilers.
Wow.
Earl Campbell ran for over 100 yards. So think about that. And now we've been doing okay.
Inspiring guys everywhere. Get your life right by getting a good wife. So love that, man.
Especially, when you go home at night and being alone. I don't know, some people like it. I don't.
That wasn't for you.
I lucked out.
All right, so this is the 3rd time you've gone with a different head coach and a different quarterback to the Super Bowl. What does that mean to you when you hear that?
Well, once again, I pinch myself how lucky we are. But, life is about hanging and picking good people and then try to create a culture internally where people can perform at their highest level. And we've tried to do that. And how lucky we as an organization to be in that position. And I don't think this last one has fully soaked in yet where we're going, because the work and preparation now to go to the other coast, I mean, people can just think it's like that. But God is good, and we feel blessed.
All the time.
So, thank you.
Mr. Kraft, you talk about Mike Vrabel.
RKK.
Okay, you talk about Mike Vrabel, but what gave you the conviction to have him back?
Well, I remember him as a player, and he was really physical, spirited, and a team guy, but all team. And, which meant he knew he had boundaries. And, I watched what he did at Tennessee, and I thought he did a great job. And look, I had hoped, the decision I had made with Gerard would have worked out better, but I can't stand losing. And probably the best decisions I've made in my life, they don't teach that at Harvard Business School. Mm-hmm. I go with my nose and instinct, and I just felt that he was the right guy for our team, and I'm glad things have worked out the way they have this year.
And what's been the one word to describe what you think he's made this team like this year?
He's really inspirational, and he knows how to get focus on the guys, that they focus on what's important. And I'm really impressed that he's not distracted by all the sidebars that he really, even I'll do it with him, and he is just always comes back. All that matters is us winning in approximately 2 weeks, and everything else is just noise. But it's genuine. It's not like it's something he really feels it. And think about this, and this is the amazing thing I thought about our team. We don't really have stars. I mean, we got Drake May, but not one of our players made the All-Pro team. Not one player. It's really players who put team first, and they believe, and the sum is greater than the parts because he's got them to believe, and it's a genuine thing with all the guys. It's really cool.
It's called the Patriot Way. It's called the Patriot Way, right? That's what we do.
Now you're talking.
What's been the best part of the whole Super Bowl experience for you?
Well, leading up to it, you mean?
Yes.
You're talking this year? Yeah. Well, the last 2 years were horrible. Last 3 or 4 years, but especially the last 2 years. And to see the dramatic turnaround. And, the thing that's been amazing to me, we're 9-0 on the road. Truly road warriors. You guys know. What you should have been there last Sunday when, in Denver, all the changes in temperature, the crowd is really something, but they were able to do it. But now that I think what you said, probably the greatest thing to me was to see the last 2 playoff games at home. Our crowd was the way it was 25 years ago. And it was really an added asset to our team. It was hard, I think, to play here. When they would go on offense, I know our defensive guys had trouble getting their
communications right.
Yeah, it's hard.
Oh, yeah. And it just really gave me goosebumps to hear our fans. And they've been there. When we bought the team, it had never sold out in the 34 years. Games we used to be blacked out, the home games. And, they've been tremendous support. I think they understood it was close to moving to St. Louis, and they came out and supported our family, and they've been there since, and they're really a hidden asset. So seeing them back the way they were, maybe we all got a little spoiled, and it's pretty cool.
All right, we got to have some fun here. All right, you got the first wave of dynasty, right? You have Rodney, all those old guys. But then you had...
You remember, that wave, I also remember the 04 Super Bowl when you made that interception. And I remember the look on your face. It was pretty cool.
All right, well, now you might go ahead. I'm about to ask you, would you pick that era or the era with the Rob Gronkowski's, myself, the first wave or the second wave? Which one's better?
Well, we established it, right? We set the foundation.
Don't let him
Grab.
move you in the direction,
I'm gonna be
boss
quiet.
man.
Look, I was a middle child. I like my older brother and my younger sister. I feel the same way here. I love you both. And, they each played a special part. And we're so blessed and lucky to have had you both and the kind of leaders and the tone you set when you went out there. Not all, I've seen so many players and see what it's like, but it's such a privilege. First of all, this is the greatest business in the world. I mean, just everything. Think of the divisiveness in the country today, and there's nothing that brings the country together like NFL games. Music concerts do, but we do it all week. And when you sit and see close to 70,000 people here, all skin colors, all ethnicity, all religion, all pulling together, it's a great thing in America. So I'm pretty lucky to be part of it and have this team in our hometown. And then you connect with guys like you and watch you guys mature and grow up. It's pretty cool.
Mr. Kraft,
RKK.
RKK, I keep saying the same thing. You know, personally for me, I used to always appreciate when you used to come out and watch us practice. And it wasn't 75 and 80 degrees, it was 20 degrees, it was 25 degrees, and you didn't come out there just to show your face. You came out there and you stayed anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour, hour and a half, and watched us practice. Coming from a former player, I have so much respect for that because you showed interest in us. And it wasn't just, okay, those are my players, they work for me, but you felt like you were a part of us. And you would come in the locker room, you would say, hey, how's Erica doing? How are the babies? You would ask about my wife and my family, and that meant so much to me. And I just want to tell you thank you. So many guys, and Devin can attest to it, really appreciate that when an owner shows that he's actually interested in us as players. So we appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate that because the companies our family are involved in, we want people working with us to feel they're part of the family. And it's genuine because everyone wants to earn a paycheck, but they want to feel they're part of something that's greater than themselves so that they love coming to work every day and doing it. It makes their life better. And that's what we've tried to do with this team, and it's a joy. I'm so lucky to be in the position I am, and then the caliber of young men who come in and play is so extraordinary. So I'm lucky to be exposed to that, and it's a turn on. It's the key to life once you can pay your bills, in my mind, is to get psychic income, things that make you feel good and you like being around the people. And I love being around the players. And I'll tell you guys, I was on a panel once and someone who's very sophisticated financially, they said, now you know you should never go in the locker room because that interferes. So I interrupted and said, you know what? If you don't want to go in the locker room, you don't think it's proper, you shouldn't own a team. I mean, I guess I want the New York Jets to think that way, but, or the Dolphins, or the Bills.
Any of them. Man, I've always loved about being here is the family aspect. I remember when I was playing, your grandson Harry would come and be throwing me passes. What's that been like owning a team now? When you said it, you got grandkids, you got great-grandkids. What's that journey been like watching your family grow up right here at Gillette Stadium?
It's unbelievable. And you know, I was just talking with Jonathan, and because we got a suite out there in San Francisco and it's got limited seats, and it's a high-class problem, and it's wonderful. And if you're privileged to have your family together, you know, once again, so many things can separate. This is something that brings everyone together like nothing else. So it's a real honor and privilege, and it's probably one of the few things that families gather, even our fan base or something. Kids come with their parents or grandkids come because it's something they can celebrate together.
What did you learn about yourself this season?
I learned to go with my instincts and my nose. And sometimes it's not good to be patient when it doesn't feel right. Because usually we like to...
What didn't feel right, Mr. Kraft?
If you call me Mr. Kraft
RKK.
again, I'm not answering any question.
Okay, it's just a sign of respect, that's all. RKK.
No, thank you.
That's all.
I know that. I pinch myself and how lucky I am and problems I think I have. If you have your health and you're privileged to have good family, you can control what you're doing. Don't fall into this morass of you got these problems. Everything can be solved if you have your health and you can pay your bills. than just hang with good people. Get the turkeys out of your life.
Absolutely.
I love that. Last one for me. We're sitting here, two former safeties. See, he's already smiling. You got to pick one safety. RKK, who you picking? Which safety?
He's got to go with the young one. Go with you.
Neither one of us.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.